April is Autism Acceptance Month, and while there is more conversation surrounding neurodiversity, we don't always talk about how that impacts the adult friendship. So a new book from local author Caroline Maguire is taking a closer look at the subject and offering practical tools for bringing and building meaningful relationships and connections overall. And guess what? The book came out today, so congratulations.
Today, yes, thank you.
So what inspired you to start writing this book?
When I started working with kids, teens, adults 21 years ago, none of my clients had friends. And I had struggled with friendship and been bullied. And I just said, why is no one talking about this? So I like to sometimes talk about the things that need to be talked about. And so I started and I got a master's degree and I did everything I could to really understand the field and advance the cause because we need friends.
Yeah, I love that you, like you said, you went and did the technical work behind it, getting the degree, but also kind of this book draws into your personal experiences as well. How was that meshing those two experiences?
It was funny because I had to go back, right?
Yeah.
Like fourth grade Caroline, who was left out a lot, is still in charge sometimes. And I write about it in the book. I wrote about my own friendship journey and my clients, and I interviewed many neurodivergent adults. And it's all practical tips, and take what you want and leave the rest. If you don't like something, don't do it. Do what you want to do.
Exactly. And there's this common misconception that friends should come easily for people, right? But why is that harmful, especially for people that are neurodivergent?
I think the reason it's harmful is that friendship doesn't come easily. Friendship is hard work, and friendship takes time. And even if you didn't have those skills as a kid, you can build them as an adult.
Yeah. You have some tips for people that may be feeling lonely or isolated, some practical tips, obviously more in the book, but that can help them start getting outside of their comfort zone.
I think one big tip is to use your interests. If you are interested in a hobby, an activity, that's where your people are, right? So find your people by embracing your brain, embracing your interests and your hobbies, and it takes time. Right? So understand that if you are trying to make friends, you have to nurture them through these shared interests and shared experiences.
And that's real. I think that anyone can relate to that as well. And we have the full screen of more of the tips that you gave, but like I mentioned, your book combines that real life experience with the science behind it. What would you say some of the key differences between neurodivergent adults when they're trying to find friendship?
I think neurodivergent people, we do things that not everybody understands, and there's some miscommunication. Like we might info dump and share a lot of stories. And I give a lot of tips around communication where I might say, you know what, Kwani, I'm going to share a story. It seems unrelated. I'm going to come back around. It's not just me dumping information on you. I'm telling you for a reason so that you can relate to me more. And so there's a lot of things we do like that, or oversharing is another one, that we don't do on purpose. It's about our brain and the way our brain processes information.
And then you use the book to kind of relate that as well, illustrate it, really.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part about writing this book?
My favorite part about writing this book was honestly getting to talk to so many people and hearing their stories and then incorporating their stories into the book.
Well, tonight, 7 p.m., you have your launch event. Tell us a little bit more before we go.
So I'm going to be at Harvard Bookstore tonight at 7 p.m. with another Hachette author, Brendan Mahan. We are going to present the book, sign books, answer questions. If you have questions about friendship, come.
There we go. Well, this is a perfect gift that you can grab, and if you can make the event tonight, do so. Thank you so much for coming in. Congrats again.
Thank you for having me.